Hey everyone, it's the Cinema Dude, and happy Saturday. And we are back in the movie room, and today I'm going to do a video on some recent pickups I had. A bunch of them were from a mom and pop video store that's still around in my town. And these ones were mostly boutique labels, and then at the end I have 3 horror titles that I also picked up too. So let's get right into it. So, the first one is the Coen release of the Buster Keaton collection. It has the General and Steamboat Bill Jr. on it. This is the release from 2018 or 19. And they do have a Blu-ray of this one, but it has special features include reflections on the General, Buster Keaton the Luminary, and then trailers for both films. The General is considered one of not only his best films, but one of the greatest silent films of all time. And then there's also Steamboat Will, which is another great one of his. I have some Keaton stuff. I have his shorts. But I'm always looking to add new stuff. They do have this on Kino as well. I think they're either out of print or they have a pseudo license with them or whatnot. But for $5, I was like, hey, you know what? Pick it up, add it, and then later on down the line, if I want to upgrade it, I will. So excited to check these ones out again. Next, we have a Etiquette Pictures. Etiquette Pictures, I believe at one point was just an offset of the Vinegar Syndrome, or Vinegar Syndrome helped distribute them. And that is Dennis Hopper in The American Dreamer. This one is out of print, and unfortunately this one, the one thing about the mom and pop store is sometimes if it's a Blu-ray DVD combo pack, they're just selling the DVD. Which kind of stinks because I like to have the full package, but for something that is out of print, I was like, you know what, I better grab this because I don't think I'll find it again there. So, this is kind of, it's a documentary regarding the time between Easy Rider, last movie, kind of in that era, and kind of just looks at what Hopper was doing, his life, what his thoughts were on cinema and stuff like that. So this one has special features of Fighting Against the Wind, a 30-minute making of featurette, The Long Way Home, a 7-minute preservation featurette. So excited to check this one out. Like I said too, I wish I had the complete package, but this will do for right now. The next one is a Merchant Ivory collection release. For those that don't know, Merchant Ivory was a sub-label of the Criterion Collection for a while, and they were mostly producing some of James Ivory's films, like a whole series of them, and then any other that were kind of either he wrote them or that were based on plays and stuff. So this is Quartet, and this is a story of a girl who would drift with her husband amidst the literal of the glitzing Paris of the 20s, becomes entrapped by a rich English couple. Alan Bates, Maggie Smith, Auntie Higgins star. It's one of Merchant Ivory's team's darkest and most compelling dramas of relationships dangerously intertwined. And there is a new digital transfer, conversations with the filmmakers, original theatrical trailer, and then English subtitles. So it also comes with a booklet inside as well. So yeah, so I have about 2 other ones of these. So when you do find them in the wild, it's kind of nice too. There's about I'm going to say 20 releases of these. They were only DVD. So I want to continue collecting these. So look forward to checking this one out. Next, we have a Blue Underground release of Django Kill, If You Live, Shoot. And this is from 1967. It has a booklet inside. So this Django release, compared to the other one that's right there, is not a official sequel. In Italy, once Django blew up, movie producers were, on the hot take to get another Django movie out. So they plastered his name on a whole bunch of stuff, especially during the spaghetti westerns. If you look throughout the history, a bunch of kind of the big name heroes, quote unquote, Django, Sotana, whoever Terrence Hill did, I always forget that one. Trinity. And so there's a bunch of those movies that have nothing to do with the original character. They took that name and were like, oh, we're going to push it on this movie that might not have anything to do with character. So this is another one where they take the concept of Django and make it into something. So this one stars Thomas Mian, stars as a half-breed bandit double-crossed and left for dead who rises from the grave to seek his vengeance. But when his quest leads to a bizarre town called the Unhappy Place, he's plunged into an odyssey of gruesome torture, graphic violence, and relentless sexual depravity. This landmark movie that fans and critics still consider to be the most strangest and most controversial spaghetti western ever made. This is Django Kill. There is a interview with the director and called Django Tell, theatrical trailer, and liner notes, and then the poster and still gallery. So again, if you like spaghetti westerns, you can go into a deep dive of all the different kind of variations that they made on the character, and excuse me, it is very cool to kind of go down that path and just see, okay, so this filmmaker thought it should go like this filmmaker should go like that, and then to have a complete collection, even though they are unofficial sequels and whatnot of that. So this is Django Kill. The next one is a Oliver release. Actually, the next two are Oliver releases. The first one is a film noir from 1959, so it's a Cold War film noir, kind of later period noir. And it stars Mickey Rooney in a kind of a different kind of role than he would usually do, and that is the big operator. And like I said, this one is from 1959, and it is a bold departure from his usual musical comedy roles. Excuse me. Mickey Rourke. Excuse me. There we go. Got a little tickle in my throat. Mickey Rooney plays Little Joe Braun, a brash labor union boss who uses strong-arm tactics to evade a federal corruption probe to honest factory workers. Steve Cochran and Velvety Voice Mel Torme find themselves caught in the gangland struggle for power, but come to realize they have the power to end Little Joe's reign of terror if they can survive Little Joe's attempts to silence them. This was a sublime specimen of Cold War era noir, and they have Vampira makes an appearance, Mimi Van Doren, Jackie Coogan, and this was a production by Albert Zugsmith, who did Touch of Evil, High School Confidential. So again, like I said, a different thing. Seen clips of this before in film noir retrospectives and stuff like that. So looking forward to checking this one out. Definitely to see a different side of Mickey Rooney instead of the, for me, I know Mickey Rooney from when he played, in the Rankin Bass, holiday stop motion, when he voiced, Santa Claus and things like that. So, and then some of his comedy roles. So see him in kind of a darker role, it would be very interesting. So looking forward to checking this one out. And then the last one before I go into the last two, I'm sorry. And all of these next few are horror ones. But the next one is Witchboard 2. also from Olive Films. And this one's different because this one does have bonus features onto it. It has auto commentary. It has behind the scenes featurette, 2 deleted scenes, home video, trailers, and 3 TV spots. So this one actually is pretty packed with stuff. This is the sequel, of course, to The First Switchboard, which came out, I want to say, late 80s. And this one is a beautiful woman unlocks a passageway to pure evil in the spine-tingling supernatural sequel to the popular hit Witchboard. When Paige Bennett, Amy Dolenz, moves into her new artist loft, the only thing on her mind is her art and her slightly loopy landlady, Elaine, which is Lauren Newman from SNL. When she finds an old Ouija board buried in her closet, she discovers that this apartment isn't hers at all. To the board, Paige is contacted by the spirit of a former tenant who claims she was murdered there. Against the advice of her ex-boyfriend Mitch, Paige is drawn deeper into the mystery as she finds her dreams overtaken with vivid, erotic, and brutal visions of unspeakable horror. When the other tenants in the building begin falling prey to violent, mysterious deaths, Paige realizes that only she can seal the door to this terrifying nightmare she has unwillingly released, and the price may be her soul. And then it's directed by Kevin S. Tini, who did Night of the Demons as well. So, look forward to checking this one. I've seen the first one. I haven't seen any of the sequels. But kind of cool pick up the find, especially before Halloween. So that is Witchboard 2. The next one is from Mario Bava, and it is from the Redemption label, which is a sub of Kino Lorber. And this is Hatchet for the Honeymoon. So this was like about 70 years after he did Blood and Black Lace. He kind of came back to do Hatchet for the Honeymoon. And it has John Harrington, the head of an affluent film house, who also harbors an uncontrollable bloodlust for women in bridal veils. Only by murdering a succession of them, each in a grisly manner, can he devolve deeper into his subconscious and bring to light the primal scene that spawned his very specific homicidal fetish. Hatchet is one of Bava's most vividly scrumptious films, and it's been remastered in HD from a 35mm negative. And it is accompanied by an audio commentary by Video Watchdog founder Tim Lucas, which is awesome, commissioned specially for this release. And again, it's remastered from a 35mm negative, the audio commentary by Tim Lucas, a trailer, and then a trailer for other Bava films. So this is from 1970. So yeah, I've never seen this this one, this Mario Bava release. So look forward to checking this one out, especially because he does return back to the Giallo genre. So look forward to checking that one out. So those were my boutique pickups that I did for this time. And then I had 3 other horror movies that I also picked up. The first one is Eli Roth's The Green Inferno, the director's cut. This one is his take on the cannibal films of like the 70s. Green Inferno is actually a name of another Italian cannibal film from, I believe, 1980. So this one, it says, determined to protect the Amazon rainforest, a group of activists fly to Peru only to crash land deep in the jungle. Captured by a pack of bloodthirsty cannibals, the survivors suffer unspeakable acts of butchery at the hands of the very tribe they are trying to save. And this includes featured commentary that has Eli Roth on it, and then a photo gallery as well. So I've heard mixed things. Either you can be really good and really memorable with cannibal films like Cannibal Holocaust, or you can be kind of down at the deep end with, you know, the original Green Inferno and stuff like that. So look forward to checking this one out, see where it kind of falls. And I'll let you guys know. The next one is the third film in a series, starring the great Anthony Perkins, and that is 1986's Psycho 3. So he's Anthony Perkins returned to not only star in this but also direct this. And after years in prison, Norman Bates returns home to the Bates Motel when a pretty young woman runs to the motel in Norman's open arms to escape a scandalous secret. He finally gets a chance at a new life, but he has one murderous skeleton in his closet that will do anything not to share him. It is a new day at the Bates Motel, but the nightmares are just the beginning. So again, another sequel to the surprise hit that was Psycho 2. And again, this kind of just adds to the mythology of everything and looks more into Norman's psyche. So looking forward to checking this one out again. I haven't seen this one in a while. With 2, I enjoyed. 3, the last time I kind of dismissed it but now that I'm going back through 80s movies, I'm like, oh yeah, that's right, I forgot this is an 80s movie. So, glad that I added back into my collection for 80s horror, and look forward to checking this one out again. And then the last one for this week is a movie I've been trying to find, and I know you can get it on like Amazon and whatnot, but sometimes I just kind of like to look for it on the hunt. And this is a Ti West film, and this is from 2009, and that is House of the Devil. It is kind of his take on the satanic panic films of the 1980s and that kind of feeling during the late 70s, early 80s. And it says, during the 1980s, over 70% of American adults believed in the existence of abusive satanic cults. This film is based on true and unexplained events. This is, again, from Ti West. And just desperate for quick cash, college sophomore Samantha Hughes takes a babysitting job in the isolated mansion of the creepy Ullman family. Ignoring the warnings of her best friend, played by Greta Gerwig, Samantha has no idea that the nightmare of unspeakable fear and torment awaits her within these walls. At midnight, in the shadow of a full lunar eclipse, the ultimate evil will be unleashed. Mary Warnoff, Tom Noonan, Dee Wallace co-star also in this film. And it's a return to the kind of unnerving late 70s, early 80s classic horror. So, special features include commentary by Ti West. There's another commentary with Ti West's producers and crew. There's a behind the scenes, deleted scenes, interviews with cast and crew, and a trailer. So yeah, I've been looking for this one. I have the Innkeepers, and I got that on Blu-ray, but I've been looking for this one, I just could not find it. So finally glad to add that into my collection. Especially, like I said, because next month is October, and I will be doing the 31 Days of Screamtober on my Instagram account. That is, just search under either 31 Days of Screamtober or the Cinema Dude, and between the and then Dude, it's underscored. But like I said, I have a bunch of fun things plan videos for October. And then also on my Instagram channel doing the 31 days, I'll be able to see the different movies that I'll be showing. So for this week, we will do 3 that I think everybody should, my picks for this video, and things that maybe I think you guys should check out. We will go once again with the Buster Keaton collection from Cohen. And that has the General Steamboat Bill Jr. Like I said, just some classics of the silent era, and a great release. Then we're going to go with The Big Operator by Mickey Rooney. I'm always loving film noir, and especially this one is a late era film noir release. So like I said, I'm looking forward to checking it out. I think you guys should check it out, definitely, if you are film noir fans, just to see a different side, like I said, of Mickey Rooney from his usual comedic characters. And then finally, the release I just did talk about, and that is House of the Devil. Just to see kind of the late 70s, early 80s kind of vibe that they put into this movie, kind of the style, the cinematography kind of gives that 1980s look to it. And then I'm always looking forward to good kind of movie that kind of evokes that feeling too, and especially as we are getting closer to the spooky season. So that is all for this week. So I hope you guys had a good week. I hope you guys have a great week coming up. Like I said, please feel free to comment, like, and subscribe on my channel. I always love interacting with everybody. So, give me your thoughts on any of the releases that I had this week. Any that you've seen, any that you've picked up this week. And then, like I said before, also you can find me on Instagram at the Cinema Dude, or you can also search 31 Days of Screamtober, and you'll be able to find me. And then look forward to those videos as well. So remember, everyone, be kind and rewind. See everybody later.